Hello everyone, good afternoon, welcome in. Alex, hello. Morgan, hello, welcome to you both. Sheila, hello, Divistic Gamer as well, welcome into you all. Just bear with me, I'm just going to effectively break everything, so hang on a moment. The stream will continue, the overlays may break. Need to start a slightly different version of my software. Right, hopefully this will now work. Sorry guys, I just realised I was using the wrong version of the software. Can you hear me yet? Does that work? That looks promising. I've been pressing buttons, that's exactly what's been going on. Well, hey, we're working again. Thank you. Excellent. Sorry about that, guys. Welcome to Gibraltar. Did you hear anything about what I said at the beginning, by the way? Like, how long has it been broken for? Firstly, Dougal with the resub, thank you so much, mate. Much appreciated. We are at Gibraltar. It is SRA time. So yes, this is the plan. Kenko over on Twitch is flying in with a few other people. So we're going to do some Gibraltar. We should have another controller popping on shortly to do what I'm currently on, which is Gibraltar Radar. And then I will flip over to just doing Talkdown, which means I'm just doing the surveillance radar approaches. Chiller, Gibraltar is part of the UK, and therefore I can control it. ECP, I do fly in VATSIM, yes. I'm glad everything is now working. Thank you all for bearing with me while we got that going. Let's just going to move some of the windows around just so I can see a little bit better. There we go. So effectively now we're just waiting for some people. It will get a little bit busier as time goes on. We have a couple of aircraft showing up inbound. I can only control in the United Kingdom and the UK overseas territories. I can do places like Gibraltar. I could do some of the islands that are knocking around the world, that kind of thing. Diego Garcia, I believe I can do. But I can't control in Ireland. I can't control in Spain. I could control in the Falklands. Yes, that I could do. They are the rules. Because I am a VATSIM UK member, I can only control within the division that I'm in. And that division, obviously, is the UK. So I can only control in the UK. So you can see we've got a slightly different looking radar today. This is what we have. So theoretically speaking, we only control within this dark grey sector, but that's incorrect. Because we're using 09, we'll also be vectoring aircraft. Our aircraft will route sort of Pimos, Unbut, and that way in from the east. Or they'll route Pimos, I should say, up Mop, Unbut. Morgan with the 5 gifted subs straight in there. Thank you so much. Gifted subs to Vatsim Bean, Mr. Rob, Divistic Gamer, Rambo Monkey, and Charlie. Thank you so much, mate. I do appreciate it. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much, mate. We are doing Gibraltar Radar at the moment. As I say, we will be moving on to Talkdown in a little bit. But for now, I thought I'll just do everything. We'll log on to it all at once. My microphone is breaking. I never have any luck with these microphone arms. They always come off. There we go. Yeah, so you can fly military aircraft. Anyone can fly them from A to B. It's only when you get into tell you what, let's say goodbye to the music. Now that you can hear me, we don't need the music. Now sort of you can't do military operations, you can't use special use airspaces, ranges and that kind of thing. Unless you're part of a VSOA, which is a special operations group. So there's special rules for what you can do there. But you can take anything you want, any military aircraft from one airport to another, that's absolutely fine. Where are we up to? The chat he is catching up. Luke is doing Manchester to GVAC. That's one of the... Which one's that? Sal. Cape Verde. Right, nice. Very nice. Did you fly out when I was on Manchester this morning, or was it before or after that? Because I did a couple of hours of Manchester this morning. Charles, yeah, this is PC. So the Euroscope software is to use to connect to VATSIM as an air traffic controller. Then obviously I've got Flight Sim open as well, just so you can see that. Kibridge, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. We are ATC at Gibraltar at the moment. Let's save that. There we go. I won't be on Gibraltar too long, probably an hour or so. Just jumping on for Kenko's arrival at the moment. But then we will be back on Manchester radar this evening from 1800 Zulu, which is now 7 PM UK time. No worries, we'll do some more of this. I needed an excuse to read the procedures, which obviously I have now done. Oh yeah, I already messed the times up this morning. I completely forgot about the times. There is no ATIS here. By the way, just in case anyone was wondering. What I'm going to do is just open something in Firefox, because at least with Firefox I can make it always on top. So let me just move that over there. Close that one. Excuse me. Right, let's pick up our first arrival, the Easy 53 Tango Papa. Pilot open, we've got track audio is open. There we go.
Gibraltar approach, good evening, good afternoon, Easy 53 Tango Papa with flight level 130, descending to 1100, level by PMOS.
Easy 53 Tango Papa, Gibraltar radar, hello, squawk 6660, descend flight level 90. Did that not work? Oh no, is my audio not working? Easy 53 Tango Papa, squawk 6660. Hey Max.
Just squawking 6660, Easy 53 Tango Papa.
Easy 53 Tango Papa, vectoring for the surveillance radar approach runway 09, fly heading 240 degrees.
Just fly heading 240, 53 Tango Papa for runway 09.
So Max, it's a military position. Talkdown is the one specific to doing surveillance radar approaches. We are currently doing the approach function as well, so we're doing two positions at the same time. Easy 53 Tango Papa, descend to altitude 2,500 feet, QNH 1020. Easy 53 Tango Papa, descend to altitude 2,500 feet, QNH 1020.
Descend to altitude 2,500, QNH 1020, Easy 53 Tango Papa.
Can you hear me? Is that working? I need to work out what's going on. One moment, guys. Right, I've just plugged my Focusrite into a different port, so hopefully that now works. Easy 53 Tango Papa, turn right heading 270 degrees. What is going on? Easy 53 Tango Papa, turn right heading 270 degrees.
Right heading 270, Easy 53 Tango Papa.
So that is now turned officially off and on again. Hopefully that now works. Apologies, everyone. Hopefully that's what we need. I mean, what more do you need other than turn this off and on again? Max, thank you so much for the heart, mate. Easy 53 Tango Papa, read back QNH 1020 set.
From QNH 1020, set Easy 53 Tango Papa.
Easy 53 Tango Papa, roger, it's Vector, surveillance radar approach, runway 09er, terminating point X-ray, approach minima 920 feet. Connor, that's correct.
Roger
Well
that.
spotted. I don't think he understood that. Easy 53 Tango Papa, turn right heading 290 degrees.
Right heading 290, Easy 53 Tango Papa.
Oh, say intention sounds so good. I have beyond ATC. We might have to give say intentions a go. Lewis, we are doing surveillance radar approaches, yes. AG, good afternoon, mate. Welcome in. Saw you flying through Spain before. Thank you for the heart, mate. Much appreciated. The viewer count is off on the overlay. I mean... Interesting. Oh, it says they're in... Oh. Interesting. Let's try that. There we go. That should fix that. The plane will reappear in a minute, so just bear with it. Easy 53 Tango Papa, turn right, heading 010 degrees.
Further right 010, Easy 53 Tango Papa.
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Easy 53 Tango Papa, 12 miles. Do not acknowledge any further transmissions unless requested. Turn right, heading 040 degrees.
Roger, right heading further to 040, Easy 53 Tango Papa. Roger.
Easy 53 Tango Papa, start reducing to your minimum approach speed now.
Just speed to minimum approach speed, Easy 53 Tango Papa.
You're going so fast. Let me move that. He acknowledged, don't acknowledge, and then read back the 2 instructions after it. By 3 Tango Papa, 10 miles, altitude should be 2500 feet. Turn left, heading 010 degrees.
Left heading 010, easy 53 Tango Papa.
Easy 53 Tango Papa, do not acknowledge or respond to any further transmissions. Turn left, heading 360 degrees. Easy 53 Tango Papa, 9 miles, approaching descent point. Easy 53 Tango Papa, 8.5 miles, commence descent now to maintain a 3-degree glide path. Turn right, heading 010 degrees. Eight miles, altitude should be 2400 feet, left of centerline. 7.5 miles, altitude should be 2250 feet, left of centerline, correcting. 7 miles, altitude should be 2100 feet. He's not descending. Easy 53 Tango Papa, breaking you off the approach. Turn right, heading 090 degrees. Maintain 2,500 feet. Easy 53 Tango Papa, climb to altitude 4,000 feet, acknowledge.
Climb to 5,000, easy 53 Tango Papa.
Carl, hello mate, welcome in. Come on, turn, don't overfly the rock, turn. Yeah, I don't know why he's got a H8 tag, that's definitely not going to work. Nikosi, thank you for the follow. Easy.
Approach, very good afternoon. Ascot 7657 descending flight level 40.
Ascot 7657, Gibraltar radar, hello, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1020 and squawk 6661.
Roger, descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1020 squawk 6661.
Easy 53 Tango Papa, turn right, heading 180 degrees.
Right heading 180, easy 53 Tango Papa.
Ascot 7657, hold at odd look as published.
Roger, hold at odd lot as published.
Right, so let's just disconnect. Let's reconnect on Talkdown. Let's just sort out that because we don't want to be... Oops, I've been disconnected. Yeah, that's fine because I've changed my call sign. That's correct. So we are Talkdown. There we go. Let's just... That connect? Yes. I just need to fix a few things. There we go. Hopefully. Talkdown. Hello, Talkdown. Easy 53 Tango Papa. Easy53 Tango Papa 300 3000 to me. Thank you. Cool. Naughty Gnome, thank you for the follow. Right, so we've got an approach controller on now, which means we can literally, if I just move that view to there, so you can see both of those. I will open my Euroscope, and that's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm literally now just going to be doing Talkdown. We need to change slightly what the bot says. There we go.
Easy53 Tango Papa.
Easy53 Tango Papa, Gibraltar Talkdown, vectoring for the surveillance radar approach, runway 09, terminating point X-ray, procedure minima 910 feet. There we go. Hopefully you can hear me. SkyC, I can control Gibraltar just because it's part of the UK, so we're allowed to control it. Yorkie, we don't have a side view for SRA. That's only for PAR. Easy53 Tango Papa, descent to altitude 2,500 feet.
2,500, Easy53 Tango Papa.
Easy53 Tango Papa, turn right, heading 350 degrees. Do not acknowledge any further transmissions. Chirpy Robin, hello, welcome in. Easy53 Tango Papa, turn right, heading 359er. RFS guy, thank you for the follow. TRF, just ignore it, mate. It's all good. He arrives in most of the streams. Easy53 Tango Papa, 10 miles, altitude should be 2,500 feet, on track. So Talkdown can do PARs or SRAs, but in Gibraltar we can only do, obviously, SRA. Easy53 Tango Papa, turn right, heading 009 degrees, 9 miles, approaching descent point. Eight and a half miles, commence descent now to maintain a 3-degree glide path. Turn left, heading 359 degrees. Eight miles, altitude should be 2,400 feet, right of track diverging. Hello, Talkdown. The Easy53 Tango Papa has broken himself off, not sure why. Happy Easterly climbing to 3. Thanks. Easy53 Tango Papa, turn right heading 090 degrees, climb to altitude 3,000 feet, acknowledge.
Climb to 3,000 and 090 Easy53 Tango Papa.
Oh, so, SkyC, when this is done properly, you effectively are constantly talking to the aircraft. There's no time for them to read back. You're literally every half a mile giving them more information, so there's no time for them to read back. Easy53 Tango Papa, contact Gibraltar radar 123.3.
Contact radar 123.3, Easy53 Tango.
Just move that over there so I can see that. TRF, so depending on what VATSIM division you're in, I would just Google that division and new controller and see what they say. The easy has given up. There we go. Easy has decided not to bother with that approach. Why does Vax keep disappearing? Hello, Talkdown. Ascot 7657, yep. Cool, thanks. I'll take him to me 130.4. Thanks. So 340 he's turning. Cool, right. Let's try again and let's see how this one goes. Hopefully this one goes a little bit better. Fingers crossed.
Gibraltar, very good afternoon. Ascot 7657.
Ascot 7657, Talkdown identified, reback QNH sets 1020.
Roger, QNH 1020.
Ascot 7657, it's vectoring for the surveillance radar approach runway 09, approach minimum 920 feet. Approaching 12 miles, do not acknowledge any further transmissions unless requested.
Roger, minimum 920, and we will do.
Ascot 7657, descend now to altitude 2,500 feet.
Roger, descend 2,500 feet, Ascot 7657.
And please do not acknowledge any further transmissions. There we go. Ascot 7657, right of track, turn right heading 333 degrees. 10 miles, altitude should be 2,500 feet. Turn right heading 343 degrees, 9 miles, altitude should be 2,500 feet, approaching descent point. Eight and a half miles, slightly right of track, correcting nicely. Descend now to maintain a 3-degree glide path. I really could do with that turned on. Turn right heading 345 degrees. 8 miles, altitude should be 2,400 feet, correcting. Turn right heading 346 degrees. Left of track, correcting. Altitude should be 2,250 feet. Seven miles, altitude should be 2,100 feet, left of track, correcting. Turn right heading 350 degrees, 6.5 miles, altitude should be 1,950 feet. Six and a half miles, altitude should be 1,950 feet. Five and a half miles, altitude should be 1,650 feet, left of centre line. Five miles, altitude should be 1,500 feet, left of centre line, not correcting. 4.5 miles, check gear, acknowledge. Got 7657, 4 miles, runway 09, the wind 130 degrees, 8 knots, you're clear to land. Check gear, acknowledge.
Roger, clear to land and gear checked.
4 miles, altitude should be 1200 feet. 3.5 miles, altitude should be 1050 feet. 3 miles, altitude should be 900 feet. Are you visual with the threshold?
If I'm visual.
Got 7657, thanks. Continue. That wasn't terrible. I could definitely have done better. Like, I could definitely have done better than that. Hopefully, as we go, we'll start to improve. I have to remember it's an SRA, so I need to give headings rather than just left and right of track. Like, because it's not a PAR. You're not just left of track, right of track. I need to tell them to turn onto a heading. So that's my mistake, and I'll fix that for next time. Oh, not a good start. That was not good. That did not go well. Yep, so we've had one disconnection and one crash so far. Oh no, that's not a good start. Oh dear. I wonder if anyone's going to get in. Do we think anyone's going to get in today? Ben, so civil arrivals from the north, you'll come down to waypoint Pimos, which is to the east of Gibraltar. Then you'll get vectored around and brought in from the south, and you will fly the civilian surveillance radar approach, which is this one that points more north, so it's the left hand of these two. And you'll get the surveillance radar approach from there. Blue Storm, thank you for the follow. Yorkie, yep, so the window at the top is sort of a live view of the sim and as to what people are doing. So we've got a few more inbounds now, so let's see what's next. So next up will be Ian in the TriStar. So Kenko's up next. Then behind that we've got a Typhoon. Behind that we've got 3 A400s. So we've got a few bits and pieces to come. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Yeah, that seems quite busy at the moment. Obviously, you can, of course, just request a visual approach. There's no reason why you can't just fly a visual approach. But, yeah, so if they don't request that, they're getting an SRA, and we'll see how we go from there. So we've got, there's not much at the moment. Actually, Ben, that's exactly what I was just about to talk about. There are two different surveillance radar approaches. The one on the left, the one that's a more north-south track, is the civilian SRA. The one on the right is the military. The reason for this is because, except in the case of an emergency, a military aircraft inbound to Gibraltar may not overfly the Spanish mainland. And as you can see, the civilian one just cuts over the edge of the Spanish mainland, and that's not allowed. So the military one is a even tighter approach. And you'll see same again with the 27, so if we just look at the 27 one there. The east-west one is the civilian one, because it's straight into the runway, and the one that's at an angle is the military one, because then it avoids the Spanish mainland. So that's why we have a couple of different ones. I say we invade Spain again. Let's not risk doing that. It's a political thing. Because Gibraltar is part of the UK, and Spain, from a political perspective, doesn't like that. They have various restrictions on what can and can't be done. One of which is military aircraft flying into Gibraltar, which is a military base, cannot overfly the Spanish mainland in order to do so. Isafan, welcome in, mate. Were you flying out of Manchester this morning? I'm sure I recognise your voice. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, this will work out nicely for us. Ben, yeah, I'll likely do some more Gibraltar in the future. The issue with Gibraltar is unless you've got a couple of controllers on, it's really difficult to work on your own if there's quite a few aircraft. Because obviously you heard on that talk down that I just did on that SRA, you are talking constantly to aircraft. If you're doing that non-stop, you can't be vectoring other aircraft, you can't be dealing with things on the ground. It's quite a lot of work just to do the SRA. So I'm lucky at the moment in that we've also got an approach radar controller on that deals with getting aircraft onto, or sort of near to the final approach track, and then my job is just to get the final bit done. So now we just wait for the next arrival. So everything, excuse me, everything else inbound.
Also radar, hello, but 493 uniform recruiter request clearance to Heathrow, please.
Spirit 493 uniform Gibraltar Talkdown, hello. Request that from radar, please, on 123.3.
Lovely, thank you. 123.3 for Spirit 493 uniform.
Yeah. Pilot Kid, no worries. It was all going so well. It was all going so well until that final turn. And then you became one with some of the houses on Gibraltar. And hello, mate. Welcome. We are indeed on Gibraltar. Yeah, and I'm afraid, Pilot Kid, it was all recorded. We all watched it happen in real time. I'm sure we will clip that later. It is Ben, yes. Ben, yeah, I'd imagine they might stay on a little bit longer, but they're probably going to go off at about the same time as me. And then this evening, we'll be back on Manchester from 1800 UTC, which is now 1900 UK time. Ben, all you need to control here is a military endorsement, which is a Moodle course, if you've not done it already. Test user 000 was followed, thank you so much. Yep, there's a tower here in reality as well. I don't know, actually, if I was allowed to open Talkdown without tower being open. But I've done it. So we'll see what happens. Let's just check the procedures. No, it doesn't say that tower needs to be open before before Talkdown, sorry, so all good. Georgie, we're probably only going to do another half an hour or so, maybe 40 minutes now, and then we'll be back on later with some Manchester. Literally just logging on just to get Ian and those flying with him. So Twitch streamer Kenko is flying in. Jack, so everyone that you see in here are other people connected to the VATSIM network. So you will very soon see some more people coming in. Just at the moment, we're just waiting for them to get a bit closer. You are the last one. Cool. Well, we will hang on for you. Do the 4500. Cool. We'll get you in. Coco, we're at Gibraltar. Afternoon. My app appears to have broken itself, so we're going to close it and reopen it. Alright guys, just bear with me 1 second. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong so far on this stream. So hopefully this will now fix it. Right, so that is running. Why is TikTok not running? Press start all platforms and see how that goes. Right, that should fix it. We should now show the correct number of viewers. We should have aircraft and all that good stuff. There we go. Chat will now repopulate itself. Coco, it's not too busy at the moment. We do have a few inbounds coming. We'll be on Manchester from 1800 UTC, which is 7 PM UK time. Want to have a quick read of who. So, KN, Gibraltar Talkdown. So, because there's no ILS at Gibraltar, and because it's a military airport, they do what are called surveillance radar approaches, which is the air traffic control gives heading and altitude, and the aircraft descends until they're visual with the airport. That position for a military sector is called Talkdown. And that's why we are on that position. We have an approach controller who's dealing with the initial approaches, and then things get passed to me, and I just get them on the final approach track, which the final approach track here for runway 09 is effectively north, and then you turn visually onto final at about 3 miles from touchdown. So it's a little bit different. As aircraft come to me, there is a lot of talking needed. Trying to see if we can see any aircraft. Can't currently see any aircraft. Ben, so yeah, that's an interesting one. So yes, I still give headings, even though the aircraft may be in track mode. So that's not something I need to correct. That's something that they would need to correct as the aircraft. Just to mix things up and make things a little bit more complicated. So top down is still done by approach. Just want to... Cool. It just needs to fix a couple of things. Back up and running. You had a WASM crash. Oh, I hate WASM crashes. I flew the default 2024 A330 yesterday. The first time since 2024 came out, and it WASM crashed on me every 5 minutes. And actually, it flew to... I got it to Keflavik and back into Manchester, and it worked really well. So I was quite surprised by that. Guess we'll just put... We won't talk about the flight to Rhodes. The flight to Rhodes was fine. Like, there was no sim issues. That was a skill issue. That was absolutely a skill issue. Not starting the tracking software that was necessary in order to do the flight. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 aircraft currently inbound. Pablo, you wouldn't be speaking to me if you were flying here, actually. I only do things flying on sort of IFR on the surveillance radar approach. Anything else would go through the approach controller. Who is ringing me? Hello, Talkdown. Cool, 3266 and Tempest 1 both mil SRA, thanks. So there's a couple of aircraft coming over. We're going to be doing 2 SRAs in a row now, apparently. This is going to be good fun. So let me just move this back. There we go. OTEP, it's about to get busy. The runway length at Gibraltar is 1,800 meters or 5,900 feet. So landing clearance is given by the approach controller because they're covering tower top down. I issue it to the aircraft. So effectively, think of the top down order, but pretend I don't exist. So from a top down perspective, approach covers tower. So they do tower, they give me the landing clearance, I give it to the aircraft. Because I'm completely separate from that top down system. Bob, thank you very much for the resub, mate. 7 months in a row now. Much appreciated. Thank you for the support. No pressure. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit nervous about this at the moment. Gibraltar falls under the UK, KP. Jack Elevate, welcome in. No worries, Bob. It's fine. There's a number of aircraft inbound. But we should be fine. So we're going mil SRA. So we're using the eastern of the 2 SRAs, the one that's on of a northwesterly track, which has a slightly tighter angle and a slightly tighter turn to final. What we are going to do is just before we get lots of aircraft to deal with, I just want to make sure that I can see Ken. Yep, so Kenko will show as an RAF TriStar for me when he gets here. So that's quite important. Max, Bermuda is VATSIM USA, but I believe that VATSIM UK members can control there. I may be wrong. I'd need to double check. I think you could get a 747 in here. Right, so next up is the TriStar, is Ian, and we are getting a phone call. Hello, Talkdown. Ascot 3266, yep. No, I'll take him on that, that's fine. Cool, quad 9. Cool, right. Oh dear. MD-11 would be quite interesting in here. That would be very sporty. So next up, we have Ascot 3266.
Ascot 3266.
Ascot 3266, Talkdown identified. Reback QNH set 1020.
1020, Ascot 3266.
Ascot 3266, vectoring for a surveillance radar approach runway 09, approach minimum 920 feet.
Minimum 920, vectoring for this approach runway 09, Ascot 3266.
Cole, we are at Gibraltar. TriStar's still not out, Bob. Not yet. I'm having watched Ian's stream. I'm going to have to buy it now. So we're not turning in for this SRA. Yep, Kenko is the next one to land. So in a couple of minutes. So hopefully you can see the... let's actually... I know we don't normally, but let's just make the view bigger. So we can actually see on TikTok. We can see a bit more. So we might actually end up turning this Ascot in a little bit inside of 10 miles, which is fine. We can do it. Absolutely fine. What I'll do is work out where... Cool. Ascot 3266, 12 miles. Altitude should be 2500 feet. Do not acknowledge any further transmissions unless requested. Ascot 3266, turn left heading 010 degrees. It's so weird not getting readbacks. Ascot 3266, turn left heading 353 degrees, 11 miles. Oh, he's turned that quite quick. 10 miles, altitude should be 2500 feet. Nine miles, altitude should be 2500 feet, approaching descent point. Turn right, heading 003 degrees. 8.5 miles, commence descent now for a 3-degree glide path. Eight miles, altitude should be 2400 feet. Danny, thank you for the follow. 7.5 miles, turn left heading 343 degrees, altitude should be 2250 feet. 7 miles, altitude should be 2100 feet. Turn left, heading 340 degrees. 6.5 miles, altitude should be 1950 feet. Six miles, altitude should be 1800 feet. Turn right, heading correction, maintain 340 degrees. 5.5 miles, altitude should be 1650 feet. Turn left, heading 338 degrees. 5 miles, altitude should be 1500 feet. 4.5 miles, check gear, acknowledge.
Gears down, acknowledge, Roger. Ascot 3266.
Talk down. Ascot 3266 is clear to land, thanks. 4 miles, clear to land, wind 120 degrees, 9 knots, acknowledge.
Clear to land, 9, Ascot 3266.
3.5 miles, altitude should be 1050 feet. Three miles, altitude should be 900 feet. Are you visual?
We are visual, Ascot 3266.
Continue. Perfect. Talk down. Tempest 1, yep. Got him to me 130.4. Thanks. That was really good fun. But now we're straight on to the next one. Like, we've not even got time to watch this. We are straight on to the next one. He should have turned earlier. I think he's going to overshoot.
Tempest 1.
Let's go there. Tempest 1 identified. Reback QNH set 1020.
1020, Tempest 1.
Tempest 1, 10 miles. Altitude should be 2500 feet.
How did you check Tempest 1?
Altitude 1. Correction, Tempest 1, do not acknowledge any further transmissions. Approaching 9 miles. Altitude should be 2500 feet. Approaching descent point. Tempest 1, turn left heading 343.
And Ascot 3266 going around runway 09.
Scott 3266, fly heading 090 degrees, climb to altitude 4,000 feet.
Altitude 4,000 feet, fly heading 090 degrees, Ascot 3266.
Tempest 1, 8.5 miles, commence descent now to maintain a 3-degree glide path. Tempest 1, 8 miles, altitude should be 2400 feet. Hello, Talkdown, Ascot 3266 is on the go, heading 090, climbing to 4. G1233, thanks. Ascot 3266, contact approach 123.3.
123.3, Ascot 3266.
Tempest 1, 6.5 miles, altitude should be 1950 feet. Turn right, heading 345. Tempest 1, 6 miles, altitude should be 1800 feet. Tempest 1, 5.5 miles, altitude should be 1650 feet. I don't know why I'm saying his call sign, I don't need to. 5 miles, altitude should be 1500 feet. Talk down, Tempest 1's approaching 4 miles. Tempest 1, clear to land, thanks. 4.5 miles, 1350 feet, check gear, acknowledge. Four miles, clear to land, wind 120 degrees, 9 knots. 3.5 miles, altitude should be 1050 feet. 3 miles, altitude should be 900 feet. Are you visual? Nothing heard. That one was a lot more messy. That one didn't go as well at all. Tempest 1, you are clear to land. On to the next one. Talk down. Yep. Happy with that to me, 130.4. Thanks. The Typhoon is a bit more sporty, so shouldn't have any issue whatsoever getting in. Morgan, no worries, mate. Sorry, guys, that was... When you're doing a talk down, you really don't have time to sort of think about anything else.
Ascot 4140, gasoline.
Ascot 4140, talk down identified. Reback QNH set 1020.
QNH 1020, Ascot 4140.
Ascot 4140, turn left heading 010 degrees.
Left turn heading 010 degrees, Ascot 4140.
Oh, please don't tell me the Typhoon went around as
Tempest 1,
well.
go around on the stable.
Tempest 1, fly heading 090 degrees, climb to 4,000 feet.
090, forecast, Tempest 1.
Talk down. 090 to 4, thanks. Ascot 4140 at 12 miles. Altitude should be 2500 feet. Do not acknowledge any further transmissions. Tempest 1, flying heading 090 degrees, climb to altitude 4000 feet. Acknowledge. Duck, that one was.
0904, Tempest 1.
Tempest 1, contact approach 123.3.
1233, Tempest 1.
Ascot 4140, 10 miles, altitude should be 2500 feet. Why is it so carnage? Why is it so utterly carnage? 9 miles, altitude should be 2500 feet, approaching descent point, turn left, heading 345. People just aren't turning in quick enough. 8.5 miles, commence descent now to maintain a 3-degree glide path. Turn right heading 350 degrees, 8 miles, altitude should be 2400 feet. Seven and a half miles, altitude should be 2250 feet, left of centre line, turn right heading 353 degrees. Seven miles, altitude should be 2100 feet. Six and a half miles, altitude should be 1950 feet. Six miles, altitude should be 1800 feet. Wow. 5.5 miles, altitude should be 1650 feet. Turn left heading 345. Hello, Ascot 4140 is approaching 4 miles. Yep. Ascot 4140 clear to land, thanks. Turn right, heading 350 degrees, 5 miles, altitude should be 1500 feet. 4.5 miles, altitude should be 1350 feet, check gear, acknowledge.
Get on. Ascot 4140.
4 miles, altitude should be 1200 feet, wind 120 degrees at 90, you're clear to land.
Clear to land, 1 my Nana. Ascot 4140.
Top down. Yep, got him. I'll take him to me 130.4. Thanks. 3 miles. Altitude should be 900 feet. Report visual with the threshold.
Visual with threshold. Ascot 4140.
Thanks. Continue. Clear to land.
Ascot 3266.
Ascot 3266 identified. Vectoring surveillance radar approach. Runway 09. QNH 1020. Read back.
1020, SRA 09, Ascot 3266.
Ascot 3266. Turn right heading 020 degrees. You are at 10 miles. Altitude should be 2500 feet. Do not acknowledge any further transmissions. So A400 should be next. We'll leave the view there just while we sort that out. 8.5 miles. Commence descent now to maintain a 3-degree glide path. Turn left heading 353 degrees. 8 miles. Altitude should be 2400 feet. Turn right heading 360 degrees, 7 miles, altitude should be 2100 feet. 6.5 miles, altitude should be 1950 feet. Six miles, altitude should be 1800 feet. Ascot 4140, continue with radar 123.3.
Continue radar 123.3, Ascot 4140.
5.5 miles, altitude should be 1650 feet. Turn left heading 345 degrees. 5 miles, altitude should be 1500 feet. Four and a half miles, altitude should be 1350 feet. Check gear, acknowledge.
Gear acknowledge, Scott 3266.
Hello, Ascot 3266, approaching 4 miles. Clear to land 09, thanks. 4 miles, altitude should be 1200 feet. Clear to land, wind 120 degrees, 9 knots. 3.5 miles, altitude should be 1050 feet. 3 miles, altitude should be 900 feet. Are you visual with the threshold?
We're visual with the threshold, Ascot 3266.
Clear to land, acknowledge.
Clear to land, Scott 3266.
Done. If he doesn't land on this, I'll be very upset. Oh, wow. That was a PAR, yes. So that's... sorry, no. That was an SRA. So that's surveillance radar approach. So what I'm doing there... Sorry, phone call. Talk down. All right. Yep, happy to meet 130.4. So my job is to give headings and altitudes, which gets the aircraft laddered down, at which point they become visual and they can effectively continue on a visual approach.
Tempest 1.
Tempest 1 identified, vector surveillance radar approach, runway 09, read back QNH 1020 set.
1020 Tempest.
Tempest 1, 10 miles, altitude should be 2500 feet. Ascot 3266, continue with radar 123.3. Tempest 1, 9 miles, altitude should be 2500 feet, approaching descent point. Ascot 3266, continue radar 123.3.
123.3, thank you so much, Ascot 3266.
No worries, mate. Tempest 1, do not need to acknowledge any further transmissions. 8.5 miles, commence descent now to maintain a 3-degree glide path. 8 miles, altitude should be 2400 feet. 7.5 miles, altitude should be 2250 feet. 7 miles, altitude should be 2100 feet. Turn right, heading 360 degrees. Roll out heading 343, 6.5 miles, altitude should be 1950 feet. Six miles, altitude should be 1800 feet on centerline. 5.5 miles, altitude should be 1650 feet, approaching descent point. 5 miles, altitude should be 1500 feet. Talk down, Tempest 1 approaching 4 miles. Tempest 1 clear to land, thanks. 4.5 miles, altitude should be 1350 feet. Check gear, acknowledge.
Gears down, that's it.
Tempest 1, 4 miles, altitude should be 1200 feet. Clear to land, wind 120 degrees at 9.
Clear to land, Tempest 1.
3.5 miles, altitude should be 1050 feet. 3 miles, altitude should be 900 feet. Report visual with the threshold.
Visual, Tempest 1.
Clear to land.
Clear to land, Tempest 1.
Talk down. Happy to me 130.4. Thanks. Right, next up, Typhoon again. Alexander and James, thank you both very much for the TikTok follows. Flavius earlier as well with the heart me as well. Thank you so much, guys. Much appreciated.
Gibraltar, good day, German Air Force 12 on 2,500 feet.
German Air Force 12, talk down identified. Read back QNH set 1020.
KNH 1020, German Air Force 12.
German Air Force 12, do not acknowledge any further transmissions. 11 miles, altitude should be 2500 feet. Cole, I will look at that in a little bit, mate. I saw it pop up earlier. I've just not looked at it yet. 10 miles, altitude should be 2500 feet.
For the approach.
Say again?
Can we now fly the approach?
German Air Force 12, it's vectored approach onto short final. Turn right, heading 343.
Roger, German Air Force 12.
German Air Force 12, turn right, heading 360 degrees, 9 miles, approaching descent point.
German Air Force.
Tempest 1, continue with radar 123.3.
1233, Tempest.
8.5 miles, commence descent now to maintain a 3-degree glide path. Eight miles, altitude should be 2400 feet. 7.5 miles, altitude should be 2250 feet. Turn right, heading 360 degrees. Seven miles, altitude should be 2100 feet. Talk down. German Air Force 12, clear to land. Thanks. 6.5 miles, altitude should be 1950 feet. Turn left, heading 353. 6 miles, altitude should be 1800 feet. 5.5 miles, altitude should be 1650 feet. Approaching descent point. 5 miles, altitude should be 1500 feet. Turn left, heading 345. 4.5 miles, altitude should be 1350 feet. Check gear, acknowledge.
Acknowledge, German Air Force 12.
German Air Force 12, you are clear to land, wind 120 degrees at 9er.
Clear to land, German Air Force 12.
4 miles, altitude should be 1200 feet. Oh, Charlie, we had that earlier. Don't worry. People then still acknowledged them. 3.5 miles, altitude should be 1050 feet. 3 miles, altitude should be 900 feet. Are you visual with the threshold?
We are visual with the threshold, German Air Force 12.
German Air Force 12, continue visually, clear to land.
Continue and clear to land, German Air Force 12.
1 to go. Thought down. Happy to be 130.4. Thank you. You put the phone down on me. Need him to call me quickly.
Gibraltar Talkdown, good day, Ascot 4500, 2,500 feet.
Ascot 4500 identified. Read back QNH 1020.
1020, Ascot 4500.
Ascot 4500, do not acknowledge any further transmissions. Turn right heading 345. 9 miles, altitude should be 2500 feet. 8.5 miles, descend now to maintain a 3-degree glide path. Turn right heading 355. 8 miles, altitude should be 2400 feet. German Air Force 12, continue with radar 123.3.
123, tree.
7.5 miles, altitude should be 2250 feet. 7 miles, altitude should be 2100 feet. Turn left heading 345. 6.5 miles, altitude should be 1950 feet. Turn right heading 350 degrees. 6 miles, altitude should be 1800 feet. Five and a half miles, altitude should be 1650 feet. Five miles, altitude should be 1500 feet. Turn left heading 345. 4.5 miles, altitude should be 1350 feet. Check gear, acknowledge. Hello, Ascot 4500 is 4 miles.
Gear down, Ascot 4500.
Ascot 4500 is clear to land, thanks. Ascot 4500, 4 miles, altitude should be 1200 feet. You're clear to land, wind 120 degrees at 9er.
Clear to land, Ascot 4500.
3 miles, altitude should be 1050 feet. 3 miles, altitude should be 900 feet. Are you visual with the threshold? Got what I was saying then.
Visual, Ascot 4500.
Ascot 4500, continue clear to land.
Clear to land, Ascot 4500.
Oh, that was really good fun. I enjoyed that. Sorry, you probably noticed there's not much time whilst I'm working an aircraft to actually talk. So if you do have any questions about anything I just said, please do feel free to ask. There we go. So we'll just watch this last A400 land. Then we will likely close up. We will be back from, as I say, from 1800 Zulu, 7 PM UK time. Oh dear. Oh, I'm worried. I think we're going to lose another one. Oh, he might just make it. There's a very tactical approach, we'll say. That's what we'll call that, a tactical approach. Basically, at the... Oh, dear. Oh, no. Oh. That's close enough. It's close enough. Ascot 4500, continue with radar 123.3.
We'll continue with radar 123.3, Ascot 4500. Bye-bye.
There we go. Oh, did he not show up at all? Did I manage to not show him at all for that whole approach? That's embarrassing. Oh, because that's not centered. What? I had him, like, perfectly in the middle of my view. But apparently my view isn't centered. Because, like, that is the middle of my screen. So I apologise. However, I have saved the blushes of the Ascot 4500, who did his absolute level best to become one with the terrain. Right. I think that is everyone. Cool, right. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to bring this stream to a close here. We will be back, as I say, from 1800 UTC, which is 7 p.m. UK time now. Do please feel free to jump in later. We're on Manchester, so feel free to fly into Manchester. Echo Golf Charlie Charlie. But for now, I'll go and grab some food, and I'll set myself up for a couple of hours. Thank you all, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.